video, here on my channel, MSYP Life. Feel free to like, subscribe, share this video, and feel free to check out both my Instagram and TikTok. So, during the February half term, so 15th to 18th of February, I went to London as part of the VICTA photography trip. So this was my very first trip with the adult group of the VICTA charity. And before I went, I was kind of a little bit nervous, but really excited about how it's going to be. So I went and I stayed with the other members of the group. There was 5 of us in total, plus 3 leaders. And we stayed at the Premier Hub on Brick Lane. And then also on Brick Lane is the London Institute of Photography, and we were there on the Wednesday for an introduction to photography and what we would do throughout the course, the different styles we would cover, and the different photographers that he wanted to tell us about as well. So it's a proper professional person kind of instructing us and teaching us how to do it. And then that night we went out for dinner and had a great time, and I got on so well with the people who were there and the person I was sharing a room with, and we just had a great old time chatting and laughing. It's just brilliant. And then on the Thursday was my favourite day out of the days I was away, because Thursday was shoot day, which was literally in the morning. We were in London shooting photos. I borrowed a camera from the London Institute of Photography because everyone else had their own cameras, and yeah, we had to take self-portrait photos, which was like yourself reflected in glass or water or something like that. And then we were doing panning, which was like where you pan round kind of the direction of the vehicle as it's going past and kind of pan its movement. That I really enjoyed, and I got far too into that. I could have done that all day long. It was really good fun. And then we had lunch kind of in Spitalfields Market, which is quite an interesting place actually. And then the afternoon we were in the studio doing our Vanitas photos, which are using our own kind of personal objects that we took with us, and it's kind of more something we do like to be remembered by us. They've died, but that was quite interesting as well. And then we were doing the light painting. I didn't enjoy the light painting as much because it was a very dark room, and then the light laser kind of you shined over it to get the different types of light, kind of shining on the object. Made my eyes water a bit because of the difference in contrast, so I didn't quite enjoy that as much, but I did get some really good photos out of it. So the next day when it came, and then that night we went back to the hotel. We kind of had a little bit of time to ourselves, and then we went out to South Bank. So we had to get the tube from where we were to Embankment, and then we went across the bridge at South Bank. Went past this like carousel and London Eye. Then we went and had dinner at this really nice Mexican place, and again it was just a brilliant night. And then on the Friday, that was editing day, so I had to narrow down 130 photos down to 19, and then narrow that 19 down to the final 6 that I would then finally edit and then have on the big bit of paper that I print out. This was such a hard process because I had to be really kind of brutal in which ones I thought I liked and which ones I didn't like. So So yeah, so it took like all morning just to narrow down these photos. But once I got the 6 that I was going to edit, I was really pleased with what I'd chosen. And then in the afternoon I edited those photos, and to a point where I was completely happy, and they were going to be the final 6 photos. And then that night, as a group, we went out for dinner. And then we were half the group, so me, another member of the group, and then 2 of the group leaders went to a pub in London, which is the old Roses and Crowns. Because a member of our group is in a band, and they sing in the band. They've got a blind drummer and stuff all in the band as well. And they were playing live music as a gig at this pub that night. So we thought it'd be great to go along and have a listen to what they were playing. So it was quite dark, it was quite loud and stuff, but I'm so pleased I went. I had such a great time that evening. And then on Saturday we printed off our final pieces onto like the printer paper for photos they would use for like exhibitions. It was like, it's a really big thing, like it's 110 centimetres by 75 centimetres, so it's a big thing that's going to go on my wall. And yeah, and then each of us kind of printed out our final photos and we pinned them up on the wall. We kind of had a final discussion and said what we think went well, what we think didn't go so well, what we liked about each other's photos, and kind of just had like a finishing point of the trip. And then my dad came and got me, and I came back home and showed everyone in my family my photos, and they all said they were brilliant. Also, while we were there, we also had to do different videos and take lots of photos for the Level 3 Entry Level Art and Creative Design Award that we'll find out more about, that I'll get an email about and find out a bit more about in kind of April. It was an amazing trip. I got on so well with the people that were there, and I just, every time I talk about it, I'm absolutely buzzing because it was a brilliant trip. So I'd say it's either one of or the best VICTA trips I've ever been on, because it just felt like a group of mates just hanging out and having a great old time. We were chatting, we were laughing, we were singing while walking back to get the train one of the nights. Honestly, it was a great time. And I can't wait to see what I get up to next as part of the adult group with the VICTA charity, what trips they have coming up, and yeah, who knows what kind of trips I could be going on with them in the future. As always, thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next one. Bye.